तो कैसे सब लोग यार, बढ़िया मस्त हो घर पे बैठे हो ना इस लॉकडाउन में। हमारे तो लग गया है लॉकडाउन रात का भी। तो फिर चलिए आज बात करते हैं। बहुत सारी अपॉर्चुनिटीज दिन पर दिन आती जा रही हैं, कंपनी वाले घर बैठे सिलेक्ट कर रहे हैं। और वो सिलेक्ट करते हैं आजकल कुछ ज़्यादा रिज्यूमे पे कर लेते हैं, आधे से ज़्यादा कंपनीज। तो आज इसलिए बात करेंगे। मेरे साथ बहुत ही ज़्यादा खास आज गेस्ट मेरे साथ हैं चैनल पे। तो उनसे आज पूरी गेस्ट से रिज्यूमे के बारे में बातचीत करेंगे। एक्चुअली रिज्यूमे क्या है, कैसा रिज्यूमे होना चाहिए, फैंग में जाना है, उसमें जाना है, बला बला कंपनीज होती हैं। तो सबको आज एक साथ बैठ के कवर कर लेंगे। पूरा वीडियो देखना, आराम से बैठना और नोट कर लेना कॉपी पेन के साथ पॉइंट्स को, कि एक्चुअली पॉइंट कौन कौन से होने चाहिए। क्योंकि जो हमारे साथ जो सर बैठे हैं, सर ने काफ़ी कंपनीज में बैठे हैं और सर को एक्सपीरियंस हो चुका है कि रिज्यूमे एक्चुअली क्या चीज़ है। ठीक है ना। तो फिर फटक से वीडियो स्टार्ट करते हैं। तो आज वीडियो की शुरुआत करते हैं अपनी गेस्ट के इंट्रो से।
थैंक यू सो मच कुणाल, थैंक यू सो मच। सबसे पहले तो बहुत ही बढ़िया काम कर रहे हो तुम। काफी अच्छा कंटेंट बना रहे हो अपने चैनल पे, काफी अच्छी अच्छी वीडियोस आती रहती है तुम्हारे चैनल पे, तो उसके लिए सबसे पहले कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस। तो लेट मी इंट्रोड्यूस माई सेल्फ। माई नेम इज अर्श गोयल। आई एम करंटली अ फाइनल ईयर अंडर ग्रेजुएट एट NIT Jalandhar. I am pursuing Bachelor's of Technology in ECE, and also I am running a small YouTube channel where I share some opportunities about some of the interview preparation tips and some of the how you can approach certain companies and various other tech non-tech opportunities. So talking about some of my experiences, I have been an intern at a software engineering intern at Samsung. I have also some experience in data science. I have been an Explore ML facilitator. I have done a data science internship at Bitgrit, at Indian Space Research Organization ISRO, and also I have been a part of CodeShip and Academy for quite some time. So this is about me as a whole. Yeah.
तो जैसे मैं पहले बता दिया था स्टार्टिंग में कि सर को काफ़ी एक्सपीरियंस है उन चीज़ों का, तो सर ने बता ही दिया। तो फिर उससे को काफ़ी ज़्यादा एक्सपीरियंस होता है ना, उससे लर्न करना चाहिए। तो पहले बात करते हैं, कुछ लोग फोर्थ ईयर में चले जाते हैं, कुछ लोग फर्स्ट ईयर में रिज्यूमे बना लेते हैं। एक्चुअली सर बताओ कि रिज्यूमे एक्चुअली है क्या चीज़।
So resume, what I would say, resume, it's the depiction of your personality. आपकी personality को अगर एक पेज में किसी ने describe करना हो, that is your resume. So resume is that one page that describes each and everything about you. आपने अपने 4 साल कॉलेज के क्या किया है, फ्रॉम आपने कौन कौन सी टेक्निकल स्किल्स डेवलप की हैं, आपने कोई अच्छे प्रोजेक्ट्स किए हैं, आपको कुछ अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस है. सो एवरीथिंग इज अकाउंटेड इन दैट पार्ट ऑफ रेज्यूमे, एंड इट इज द टोटल रिप्रेजेंटेशन कि इस बंदे ने क्या किया है, क्या उखाड़ा है अभी तक अपने 4 साल में. सो दैट इज व्हाट अ रेज्यूमे इज.
तो भाई बूंद बूंद से सागर भरता है, और इसमें बिल्कुल शॉर्ट कर देते हैं एंड लास्ट में, और बिल्कुल निचोड़ के लिखना होता है कि फाइनल जिससे बंदा पढ़ते ही आपकी तरफ अट्रैक्ट हो जाए। ठीक है ना। ये भी पॉइंट रख लो। तो फिर बात करते हैं कि सर कितने सेक्शंस होते हैं, फिर कौन कौन से सेक्शंस होते हैं इसमें रिज्यूमे में, जो हमें इंटरव्यू को दिखा के इंटरव्यू इंप्रेस होता है हमसे।
तो मतलब I'll be talking about resume particularly for tech interviews and tech internships. So basically when we're talking about tech interviews or tech companies, or how when you're approaching for a company that is hiring for software engineering roles or some kind of analyst role, so how your resume should be for that particular companies. So the most important thing is your resume should be crisp and clear. It should not have should not write long sentences. So let's talk about some of the subsections that you're talking. First and the most important thing, जब आपका resume देखा जाता है, the first section that any interviewer or any HR views is your skills part. So how important are your skills, and आपके पास कौन कौन सी skills हैं? Are those skills relevant to the job description that the company is looking forward to? For example, a company is looking to hire a Java developer, so they'll look for relevant skills in your resume, in your skill section. That is one important thing. The next important section of a resume is basically your projects. So that will allow the recruiter, or that will allow the interviewer to know that how much work you have actually done, whether you have done some group projects, whether you have done some individual projects, and how you have been good at software development in general. Like whether you are good at web development, whether you're good at Android, whether you have worked on some data science projects or machine learning projects. So that totally depends upon how good projects you have done. So that is one important thing. Also to mention, you can give your GitHub ID, GitHub link in which you have all the projects listed. So that would be a testimony to all the work that you have done in your previous years. So those projects can be any projects, like if you have done some self projects, or you have been a part of certain hackathons, you have built some group projects in your college, or you have done some internships and you've got some projects from there. So those kind of projects are a part of the project section. But I would recommend, don't exaggerate those projects. Try to be crisp while explaining those projects. You can use some bullet points. Maybe you can highlight particular tech stacks that you are using in that particular project. For example, you are developing a website, and it like with front end and React and back end and Node. So try to highlight those particular tech stacks that you are using in that particular project. So that is something that is to be attracted, like to which the recruiter is attracted, right? The next important thing is, like, don't mention too many projects or very less projects. It should be maybe 2 or 3 at max. Don't like write 5, 6 projects, because at max the recruiter will look at either one project in depth or 1 or 2 projects at the maximum. So don't exaggerate on the projects. Also keep it limited, but projects that you're listing, you should be completely confident about them. Like, you should have each and every detail how that project was done from very scratch. So this was the second section. Talking about the next section is about the experiences. So basically, when you talk about experiences, so it, like, if you're applying for software engineering roles, so it looks forward to your software engineering experiences, like how good have you been at software development, or have you done some internships in software development, or maybe in cloud, or maybe in machine learning. Like, it depends upon, like, it should be somewhere or something related to software development. So that matters the most. It is not like if you have done some marketing internship, or if you have done some irrelevant internship and you're writing in the resume for software developer. So that is not going to help at all. Try to write only those experiences that are relevant to your job ID, to your job description, and that will only take you forward to what you're trying to achieve. When we talk about experiences, so people are confused generally, like in first year, what we should write in our experiences. So if you don't have experience, that doesn't make you lower in the race, or that it is not liability. But yeah, you can. It is always a plus point if you have experiences. Rather, if you are good at skills, like if you don't have experiences also, but you are very skilled, so that will serve the purpose of experience, right? The next section is basically your achievement section. So when you talk about achievement section, so like if you have done competitive coding on CodeChef or Codeforces, so you can write their ratings on, like, you are a 3-star, 4-star coder on CodeChef, you have so and so rating on Codeforces. That is a part of achievements. Next, if you have been a part of certain hackathons, if you have won certain hackathons, if you have organized particular tech events, or if you have been a speaker or something, so those things are to be written in the achievement section. So broadly, if I say, these are some of the sections that you can categorize your resume into, like majorly these sections. Apart from that, you can also have certain other sections, like some positions of responsibility, but that will not make a difference. But yeah, that can be one part of your resume. So this was overall a view about some of the subsections of resume. I hope the viewers will get it.
भाई मैं तो कॉपी पेन लेके लिख रहा हूँ फटाफट, क्योंकि मुझे भी बनाना है वीडियो के बाद में। आप लोग बना रहे हो कि नहीं मुझे नहीं मालूम, पता फटाफट लिख लो पॉइंट, ठीक है ना। फिर अब छोटे छोटे क्रिस्पी से पॉइंट्स हैं कि भैया 4th ईयर वालों के पास तो इंटर्न में टेक्निकल स्किल्स भरने के लिए बहुत कुछ है। मैं तो 2nd ईयर में हूँ भाई, मुझे बताओ मैं क्या लिखूँ उस वाले सेक्शन में, वो तो बताओ मुझे।
When I talk about like you're talking about 2nd year people, so they don't have things to write in the resume. So what should they write?
Yes.
Basically, try to, like, when you are in your 2nd year and you're applying for a particular job or particular internship, possibly you're applying for an internship, right? So yes, try to look at the job description of that internship, what the company is requiring from you. For example, the company wants you to be particular, like they want you to have a particular skill. For example, the company is looking for an Android developer. So they look forward only to your Android skills. Like, your project should be in Android, your skills should be in Android. So you will be applying only for those internships in which you are skilled. For example, you have learned Android, so you are eligible to apply for Android internship. So your whole resume should be totally based upon Android. And it doesn't matter that if you have certain experience or not. Only if you have good projects in your resume related to Android, then it's totally fine. Next, when we talk about some other internships, like maybe data science or ML, so you should have the relevant projects in those fields. Experience will not matter as far as getting selected in internships is there. So they also know that you are in your second year, so you might not have that experience, but yeah, you should have worked on your own, on your self projects, that they are going to see, and they are going to test your knowledge practically in the interviews. Like whether you, like whatsoever you have written, for example, you have written Java, J2, Triple E, so whether these things you are actually knowing or no, not. So basically, this is something that I would like to say.
वो स्टार्टिंग में एक पॉइंट बोला था सर ने कि हमने 4 साल का जो भी था उसको रिज्यूमे में लिखा, उसके बाद फिर बुलेट पॉइंट्स बनाना है, टेक्स्ट टैग जो लेके आए। तो फिर बात पता क्या होती है कि 4 साल का भी तुमने एक शॉर्ट लिस्ट किया, फिर उसके बाद भी तुम्हें इंटरव्यू को एक्सप्रेस करना है, इम्प्रेस करना है, ठीक है, फिर तुम्हें हाईलाइट करना पड़ता है भाई मैंने रिएक्ट में वेबसाइट बनाई, आपको भी रिएक्ट चाहिए, ठीक है। कुछ कुछ ये की पॉइंट्स है, नोट कर लो। और साथ में जैसे बताया ना कि कंपनी की वेबसाइट पे पहले वो अपॉर्चुनिटी देखो, जिस अपॉर्चुनिटी तुम अप्लाई कर रहे हो, फिर उसके बाद उस हिसाब से रिज्यूमे बनना चाहिए। ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए वो आलू पूरी मांग रहे हो, तुम चने समोसा लेके चले गए हो, ले लीजिए सर एक ही बात है हमें खाना, ठीक है। डिफरेंस होता है ये थोड़ा सा। फिर अब बात करते हैं कि सर ये छोटे से क्वेश्चन होते हैं ना मिनी मिनी से, कि मैं फोटो लगाऊं कि ना लगाऊं, अपना फोन नंबर दूं कि ना दूं, ये क्या करूं, कुछ ऐसी कुछ चीजें होती हैं, ये कुछ करना चाहिए, इसके बारे में बताओ।
When I talk about personal details, so getting your photograph into your resume will not help. Like they're not going to see your photograph. Maybe you can have that photograph in some other job role, like not for software engineers. It is not preferred to put the photograph, but in some companies they do ask for a photograph. The resume should be along with the photograph. So for those particular companies, you should have a separate resume with photograph and without photograph. Do make both the resumes together, like with photograph and without photograph, so that whensoever there is a need, you can apply for the relevant job ID and submit a relevant resume accordingly. But in general, if you're going to submit a resume, so a picture is not preferable. When I talk about some of the personal details, your name is sufficient, and maybe you can give one of your official email ID and one of your phone numbers. That is more than sufficient. No need to give your address details, or no need to give your any other personal details, marital status. So these are not required. You just need to specify that your name, your email ID, and your one contact number that is the most active, so that they can get in touch with you if you are suitable for the role, right?
तो आई होप जिस बंदे ने ये सवाल पूछा तो उसका डाउट क्लियर हो गया होगा, ठीक है ना। फटाफट से अब अगला क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं कि सर ये बताओ कि इंटर्न के लिए रिज्यूमे अलग होता है, फुल टाइम के लिए अलग होता है, या फिर सेम ही होता है, मैं जिसको मर्जी वही दे दूं रिज्यूमे, इसके बारे में बताओ थोड़ा सा।
Categorizing the resume for internships and full time, मतलब it is not कि intern का resume अलग होगा, full time का resume अलग होगा, resume same ही है, but the things that you are looking forward to, for example, for a full time role, the company is looking, like company is expecting a lot from you rather than for internship. Internship में maybe they are looking forward to one particular skill, and your resume should be focused on that skill. Whereas for a full time role, your resume can be based upon like it should be a complete thing. But what I would say is, like, it should have all the skills, relevant skills that the company is requiring for. For example, if you are applying for software engineering roles, so your skill set should include data structure algorithms. Your skill set should include CS fundamentals like OS, DBMS, computer networks. Your skill set should include one or two development skills. So this is the complete package that I would expect in a resume for a full-time role. For internships also, it can be similar. It is not necessary that it should be, but yeah, for internships, maybe they are expecting a bit less than a full-time. So maybe some experience is not there in your resume, so that would work in the case of internship, or maybe some of the skills you have not yet gained. So that will work in the case of an internship rather than a full-time, right?
तो फिर बात करते हैं ना, इंटर्नशिप में आपको चाहिए 6 पैक और फुल टाइम आपको चाहिए फैमिली पैक, बस यही फर्क रखता हूँ मैं तो भाई, समझ गया हूँ इससे, ठीक है ना। कि उसमें कितनी थोड़ा सा चाहिए, रेलिवेंट स्किल्स चाहिए, उसमें आपको पूरा चाहिए क्योंकि आप कंपनी में जा रहे हो एज अ फुल टाइम, ठीक है, रोल के लिए। फिर अगला क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं कि अब ऑन कैंपस हो गया, फुल टाइम के लिए, इंटर्न के लिए हो गया, क्या ऑफ कैंपस का रिज्यूमे थोड़ा सा अलग होता है ऑन कैंपस से इंटर्न्स फुल टाइम रोल के लिए?
When I talk about off campus application for job roles and internships, so basically there are 2-3 ways that you apply for off campus roles. Like one thing is you are directly applying on the careers portal of a company, right? When you're applying for on the careers portal of a company, so there is ATS, like ATS stands for applicant tracking system. So that is an automatic system, and that automatically filters your resume based upon the skill set. So you're applying for a company, and you look at the job description that they require so and so skills, like they require Node.js, they require React.js, they require like any other skills. So your resume, if it is having those keywords, so that will play a particular part, like whether your resume is going to be shortlisted by that ATS or not. So that thing matters the most when you're applying on the careers portal. When you're looking forward to getting a referral from some employee for a particular SG role or some in some good product based company, so they might be like in off campus role, the competition is high, so they might be looking for the best candidates. So to be the best candidate, you should have some good star rating on competitive programming platforms like CodeChef and CodeCoaches. So yeah, you need to be a bit stronger on your resume side when you're looking forward for an off-campus job. There are more chances of selection for you in that case.
तो भाई इसका भी जैसे सर ने बहुत अच्छे से रिजल्ट दिया ना कि जो एटीएस होता है ना वो उससे बचना पड़ता है। उससे बचने के लिए जो ऊपर सर ने पॉइंट बताए थे इतने सारे, उन पॉइंट्स को एडअप कर लिया होगा, लिख लिया होगा आपने कॉपी पे, है ना, बनाना स्टार्ट करोगे इस वीडियो के बाद। मुझे पता है बहुत शातिर हो, इतने शातिर हो, मतलब चलो क्या ही बताऊँ अब मैं। अब ना फिर वो बात करते हैं कि एटीएस से बच गए, सिलेक्शन भी हो गया, सब कुछ ठीक है, बट कहीं ना कहीं एक चीज कमी रह गई है, सब कुछ वो फुल एक्स्ट्रा पैक चाहिए ना। तो एक सर क्वेश्चन बचा है कि क्या मैं रिज्यूमे में चीजें ना करूँ, थिंग्स आई शुड अवॉइड व्हाइल मेकिंग माय रिज्यूमे। थोड़ी बहुत ये भी टिप बता दो ना, क्या चीज मैं एक्स्ट्रा ना अवॉइड करूँ।
या अवॉइड करने के लिए जैसे मैंने स्टार्टिंग में भी बोला कि यू शुड नॉट राइट पैराग्राफ्स, लाइक व्हाट आई हैव सीन सर्टेन रिज्यूमेस, आई हैव रिव्यूड सर्टेन रिज्यूमेस, सो आई हैव ऑब्जर्व्ड them is like people are mentioning their project and they're writing one complete paragraph under that, like that is a very long paragraph, nobody's going to read that paragraph. What I have already said is try to highlight certain tech skills, try to write that paragraph in bullet points so that it looks attractive. First thing is that. Next is writing something, anything false information in your resume is a cardinal sin. Like what I would say is, if you are not good at a particular tech skill and you have written that in your resume, so interviewer is finally going to get it that you don't know, and you are at the end be at loss, because interviewers are very experienced. They'll definitely get to know whether the person knows that particular skill or not. So try to write only those things in which you are particularly confident at, only those projects which you have done yourself, only those experiences which you have actually worked upon. So this is something that I would say that you should avoid writing anything extra or anything out of context in your resume that is not relevant. Also, like if you're applying for different companies, different roles, try to look at the job description and change your resume a bit according to that company. So that might help in some case.
तो भाई फिर एक प्रो टिप मैं बताऊं, रिज्यूमे किस पे बनेगा, सर ने बताया स्किल्स पे बनेगा, ठीक है ना। तो स्किल्स कहाँ से आएंगे भाई, प्रैक्टिस करो डेवलपमेंट की। चिंटू से पहले ऐप बनाना सीख लो यार, वो 6 साल का बच्चा बना रहा है, मतलब क्या ही, मतलब उससे पहले सीख लो, ठीक है सर। फिर कोई फाइनल आपकी तरफ से कोई प्रो टिप हो जाए पूरी खतरनाक वाली, फिर इन लोगों का पेट भर जाएगा।
खतरनाक वाली टिप तो आई वुड से कि मतलब रेज्यूमे आप लोग इसीलिए बना रहे हो कि आपको कंपनीज के लिए अप्लाई करना है, इंटर्नशिप्स के लिए अप्लाई करना है, प्लेसमेंट्स के लिए अप्लाई करना है। सो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज जो, मतलब बाकी सब कुछ मोह माया, सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज जो है दैट इज योर स्किल्स। फोकस ऑन योर स्किल्स, बाकी सब कुछ छोड़ दो, किसी की नहीं सुननी है। जो तुमने स्किल्स डेवलप की है एट द एंड दैट इज गोइंग टू मैटर। इट डजंट डिपेंड कि आप टायर 2 से हो, टायर 3 से हो, कौन से कॉलेज से हो, वो चीज मैटर नहीं करेगी। एट द एंड अगर आप स्किल्ड हो तो डेफिनेटली यू विल गेट योर ड्रीम जॉब और डेफिनेटली यू विल रीच वेयर यू वांट टू रीच। So this is the final conclusion that I would say for the entire episode. Yeah.
बहुत मजा आया सर के साथ बात करके, सभी डाउट क्लियर हो गए ना आप लोगों के, डेजर्ट भी मिल गया खाने में, मीठा लास्ट वाला, ठीक है ना, मजा आ गया। थैंक यू सो मच सर, आपने चैनल पे टाइम दिया, थैंक यू सो मच, आपने बहुत अच्छे टिप्स दिए, व्यूअर के साथ इंटरेक्ट किया, थैंक यू सो मच अगेन।
Thank you so much, Kunal, for inviting me, and it was great interacting with you, and all the best for all your future videos and your channel. Good luck.
थैंक यू, बाय बाय, टेक केयर, स्टे ऑसम।